Hey guys, I'm Moo with the Moo Outdoors.
I'm Steve with Motherlode Kayak Angler, and we've teamed up to bring you a new video series called the Kayak Bass Challenge. The premise of the series is that we travel around Central and Northern California, hit different bodies of water, find the local sticks in that area, and put them to the Kayak Bass Challenge. It consists of 3 criteria. Number 1, can we get them in the kayak, and can we keep them in it and keep them upright? That's challenge number 1. Number 2 is, can they find 5 keeper bass out of a kayak? And number 3 is, can we convert them into a kayak angler? For our first episode of the Kayak Bass Challenge, we're out here on New Melones Lake in Angels Camp, California. We've got local angler Josh Parris with us, that's known to be a stick out on this lake, smashes giants, brings big limits in. Hey Josh, tell us what it is about New Melones Lake that just keeps you coming back.
Well, I mean, it's just the fishery that has, it all. We have giant largemouth, giant spots. We really have pretty much anything you want to fish, from steep bluffs to, willow trees, big flats, clear water, dirty water, running water. It's just an all-around great fishery. A little bit of a hidden gem up here in the Motherlode.
So I've been watching your stats, man, and I've been seeing the pictures you've been posting. So I've heard you've done pretty well on the tournament circuit out here, and you've smashed some pretty big bags. Tell me about your tournament success. Tell me about some of your top 10s and your tournament wins. I'd like to know what your biggest bag is out here and what your big fish is that's come out of here.
Gotcha. So as far as tournament wins, I'm probably pushing just over 10 actual tournament wins on New Melones. As far as top 10s, I probably have somewhere in the ballpark at 20. My biggest out of here is just over 13 pounds.
13 pounds?
13 pounds. There are some absolute giants in here. Lake record actually stands at 18. Every year seems like there's a teener caught. I actually came close a couple weeks ago. And there's also, like I said, giant spotted bass. My personal spotted bass out of here is just under 9 pounds.
Wow.
So there's
the lake record spotted bass? Do you
lake
happen to
record
know?
spotted bass is, I believe, 1080 something.
Oh man, almost 11 pounds.
Yeah, almost 11 pounds. So there's also some giant spots out here. So hopefully we can run into a few today.
So I've heard you smashed a 30-pound bag out of here before.
Yeah, so I actually have a few 30-pound bags out of here. I haven't been able to quite beat 32 and a half.
Oh, that's it? 32 and a half?
32 and a half is my magic number. This year alone, I've already hit 2 30-pound bags, just over 30. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those magical lakes that you can hit 30 pounds in the spring.
How do you feel about fishing this on a kayak? I understand you fish out of a nitro.
Yes.
And I think the nitro might be a little bit faster than the kayak. I think it just depends on what you ate for breakfast, if you had your Wheaties, but you might be able to get it up to 4.5, 5 miles per hour.
Yeah, I'm going to get the
spurts.
Wind at my back and really, try to get going there. But it's definitely going to be a challenge, going from, having all my storage, all my tackle, the speed, jumping around, to really, going back to basics, limited tackle, limited rods, and limited mobility. I think that's going to be one of the bigger things for me, is I'm used to just running and gunning, and today I'm going to be, pedaling and casting. So it'll be interesting.
So we're going to put you in a Hobie Outback. You can bring up to 5 rods.
All right.
You get 1 milk crate that you can stack as much tackle in, and the challenge is, can we get you in the kayak? You gonna get in?
I'm gonna get in.
All right, you gonna stay upright all day?
We're gonna try.
All right. Challenge number 2 is putting 5 keepers on the board. That's 12 inches or longer.
Gotcha.
Think you can do that?
I think we can do that.
And then our ultimate challenge is see if we can convert Mr. Josh Parris into a kayak angler. So the weather gave us a kind of took us for a turn today. We were thinking this is early May. It's been nice and warm. It was beautiful yesterday. We thought we were going to come out here and just have some gorgeous weather. Things have changed up on us a little bit. What's it looking like this morning?
We have winds probably pushing 15 miles an hour this morning. We got some good, not quite white caps, but we got some good, wave action going out there. So that'll definitely even change things up a little bit more. I'm going to have to get my footing in the kayak real fast. So
that's going to make things interesting. Safety first. We'll have you in a top of the line life jacket. We'll have that on all day long. We'll stick close. We'll work together. We'll try to stay out of the wind as much as we can. And let's see if you can put one of those big fish on the board today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on, man. You ready up for the challenge?
Yeah, let's go do it.
All right, let's go do it.
on the board.
Nice. Awesome.
I tell you what, though, the fight is definitely different on the kayak. It feels like it's more of a fight on the kayak.
I gotta put the paddles away because that's gonna make things even crazier. Oh, I'm gonna get him. There's no question in my mind. I'm probably gonna get him in the next 2 seconds. He super does not like this thing right now. Go.
Keep on.
Barely have him though.
There we go.
Woo! All right.
How big?
17 and a half.
Oh, that's nice. Is that what you had yesterday too?
Yeah, I had 16 again yesterday.
There you go.
Um,
MKA magic right there.
Yep. Wasn't even out there for 2 seconds. It's another good one. Probably go another 16 or 17. Yeah, maybe not 16. Yeah, 15, half. That's a big one.
Oh, nice. Careful.
Oh, not as big. It's just a spot. He's just fighting. It's actually small. I thought that was gonna be a good one.
Another shaky head fish?
Yep.
On my worm? Or?
Yep, on your worm.
I'm gonna put on my brush on. All right, so it's 11 o'clock, halfway through our day on the Kayak Bass Challenge with Josh Parris over here on New Melones Lake. Josh, how's it going so far?
It's been pretty good actually. We've been catching a few fish. Just got number 5 keeper the last half an hour or so. Got 2 better ones for 17 and a quarter, I think, and then got a couple smaller ones, 14, 15. But other than that, the bite's been pretty good. A lot of small fish today.
How you been catching them?
For the most part, finesse. Got one with a S-waver off of a tire, and then pretty much everything else has been a shaky head on the MK Special, I believe.
MKA Magic.
MKA Magic,
Shaky
that's
head
the
worm.
one. Yeah, shaky head worm. That thing has just been doing work on him. So, yeah, we'll see if we can't keep going, upgrade a little bit, and get a few more.
Yeah. 16 and a quarter. This whole bank is full of nothing but beds. They're all sitting on beds right here.
Sure.
Yeah. Finally a decent one. 16.5. Largely?
No, it's a spot. It is huge.
Yeah.
That's a nice little spot. Yeah. $16.
16. Alright.
Oh, he's right on it now. Got him that time.
Nice. Woo! There you go.
Come on.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice stick. Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what the damage is.
That was thick.
17 on the nose.
Another keeper spot. Woo. Golly.
Nice. Good shot. Woo!
Oh, watch the drag.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Woo! It's pretty long. 18.5.
Oh.
3.49 pounds.
There we go.
Let's go. There you go.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. I'm trying to get the female, but she wouldn't come back, so it's like, well, I guess I'll just catch him. She was twice the size. She's probably pushing 4. There's 2 more on either side of this one. 16, just over 16.
There we go. Another small little spot.
Decent one. Keeper.
And no. Little guy.
$17. Alright.
I did? Woo! Big fish!
Momo got big fish. Oh, look at the salmon.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. All right, so here we are, end of the day. Spent the entire day out on New Melones. Josh Parris accepted the Kayak Bass Challenge. And what do you think, Josh? How'd it go?
Man, what an awesome day. I mean, we caught fish all day pretty much, and caught some good fish. Ended up with 80 something.
You had like over 85 inches for 5 fish.
Yeah, you know,
17s,
and I mean,
15s, 16s.
it was a blast. I mean, I tell you, you know, all 3 challenges are pretty much, you know, passed. I don't think I'll be selling my bass boat, but I'll definitely be getting a kayak.
All right, are you sure, man?
Yeah.
Hey, you could sell the nitro. Look how many kayaks you could get for the nitro.
You know, I tell you, there's a nice spot in my garage where I will be putting a kayak before long.
Right on. So he spent the day out on the water with us, mastered the kayak, never tipped it over. I almost tipped mine over, but he didn't. Then he put 5 on the board, over 85 inches, and I think we converted him. I think he's a kayak angler now.
Yeah, that was a blast. I mean, yeah, that, I mean, you know, I really underestimated how much work that is. You know, I just thought you guys were out there kicking around, and I mean, man.
Oh, your legs are going to be burning tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, well, that was when I got out of the boat. Jello legs, I mean, instantly. So, yeah, no, I mean, it was a great time, and yeah, I hope we can do it again.
How'd you catch him?
So, pretty much 2 baits really all day. I caught my best fish of the day on an S-waver. Well, as far as lengthwise, second best fish of the day on an S-waver. Everything else came on a shaky head.
Oh, nice.
Shaky head with just a trick worm on the back. Pretty much didn't really seem to matter exactly what the worm was. There was one better color than this, but I ran out. And that was actually MK Magic.
That's right.
MK Magic was the color today. And yeah, pretty much we worked, you know, that it really seemed like in the morning we worked 10 to about 20 foot. Most of the fish seemed to be about 15, 20 foot, and then as the day progressed they seemed to pull up. We found some beds, caught some bed fish, and then very end of the day seemed like most of the better fish. My best fish at 17 3/4 at the end of the day was in about 5, 6 foot of water. So they really pulled up as the afternoon went out.
So he did have a giant on. He didn't tell you about that part.
Yeah.
He did have a big one on. He hooked her and turned her head sideways. She wasn't going to cooperate.
Yeah.
But we came close.
Yeah,
And,
you know.
we still put a good limit on the board. Had a good time, and just want to thank Josh for hanging out with us for the day and accepting the challenge. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it, and again, anytime.
Excellent. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.